Severe thunderstorm warning for heavy rainfall, damaging winds remains in force for people in parts of the Gulf Country forecast districts. Severe weather warning also in place on normally high tides for people in parts of the Peninsula forecast districts. Severe weather warning for heavy rainfall for people in the Herbert, Lower Burdekin, parts of the Gulf Country, North Tropical Coast, Tablelands, Northern Goldfields, Upper Flinders, Northwest and a couple of other areas. And major flood warnings for the Haughton and for the Herbert River. Further heavy rainfall expected during Friday and over the weekend as the monsoon trough remains active over northern Queensland. That's just a touch of what is going on up here in Queensland. And for the 1st of February 2019, this is Force 13's Australia and Oceania channel with another look at what's making the local weather scene. And we start off with the latest 12-hourly rainfall from the Bureau of Meteorology. And acknowledging that New South Wales had severe weather late yesterday afternoon, where I think 42,000 customers without electricity. But again, the monsoon trough up there in North Queensland is developing, and we have a low embedded on the trough, and that shows signs of development. Now this is the Bureau's total forecast of rain. The rainfall scale is on the right hand side of the screen, and the Bureau of Meteorology is reporting that the Townsville and surrounding areas could see another 1 to 2 metres of water due to this historic weather system. And now we have a look at the latest instability from 1 p.m. through till tomorrow. Bureau Meteorology has a strong wind warning currently in place for the southeast Gulf of Carpentaria, the northeast Gulf of Carpentaria and the Torres Strait. Minor flood warning for the Mulgrave, Russell rivers. Now we have a look at the storm probability. Bureau Meteorology has upgraded their information. Major flood warning remains in place for the Murray River. Moderate flood warning for the Tully River. Major flood warning is in place for the Herbert River. Now we have a look at the GFS wind model. And this is as a result of the monsoon trough and a embedded low. River levels may reach the major flood level on the Herbert River at Halifax during Saturday. Top priority, the Bureau of Emergency Services would appreciate the following being broadcast regularly. Major flood warning for the Ross and Bohle rivers, and a flood warning for the Black River and Bluewater Creek. Property flooding is expected in the Ross River early Friday afternoon. and major flood levels are possible in the river at Outland. We're over the weekend with forecast heavy rain, and there's important information now available on the Townsville City Council's website. Now have a look at precipitation. And this is out to 2200 hours tomorrow. The information is at the bottom of the screen. The increase in flow for Ross River Dam may result in flooding of properties, and the public are advised to move personal items to a higher level. Authorities, and this is breaking, authorities will further open the Ross River Dam spillway gates to try and prevent more significant flooding for downstream suburbs if this major rain event continues. The gates will be open to a higher level, allowing more water to flow out now in order to reduce the potential for significant downstream flooding, given the forecast for heavy rain. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in place for heavy rainfall, damaging winds for parts of the Peninsula and Gulf country forecast districts. Thunderstorms are likely to produce heavy rainfall, leading to flash flooding and damaging winds in the warning area over the next several hours. Locations which may be affected include Norberton, Croydon, Kuriyama, Karumba, Delta Downs Station and Iffley. And the Bureau of Meteorology continues to update their severe weather warning for heavy rainfall. It's in two sections for the Herbert, Lower Burdekin, parts of the Gulf Country, North Tropical Coast, the Tablelands, Northern Goldfields, the Upper Flinders, Northwest and Central Coast, including the Whitsundays. Heavy rainfall and flash flooding remains a high risk about the East Tropical Coast and in northwest Queensland. The monsoon trough extends from the North Tropical Coast between Innisfail, Cardwell westward to a tropical low over the northwest district, and as mentioned, the monsoon is likely to strengthen today and over the weekend. East Tropical Coast, although rainfall rates are temporarily eased during the last few hours, heavy rainfall thunderstorms are likely to redevelop later today and overnight in the warning area. 6 hourly rainfall totals between 150 to 200 millimetres likely, with isolated heavier falls possible, particularly with bands of thunderstorms. Creek and river catchments are already saturated and will therefore respond very rapidly to any further rainfall. And the monsoon trough is expected to remain active into next week, with further heavy rainfall expected for already saturated catchments between about Cairns and Bowen. The potential for significant and dangerous flash flooding will likely continue into next week, and locations under the severe weather warning: Tully, Cardwell, Lucinda, Ingham, Palmyra, Rolleston, Townsville, Ayr, Bowen and Guru. And a number of major flood warnings are current for this region. Northwest Queensland, heavy rainfall may lead to localised flash flooding expected over inland parts of northwestern Queensland today and Saturday. 6 hourly rainfall totals of anywhere from 75 to 125 millimetres possible, with locally higher totals with bands of thunderstorms. And locations under the severe weather warning for the northwest region, Cameron, Mount Isa, Cloncurry, Julia Creek and Daintree. And flood warnings also count for the northwest region. Severe weather warning for normally high tides remains in place, but it has extended from the tip of Thursday Island right down into Burdekin. So Peninsula Gulf Country districts. And as mentioned, tropical low expected to deepen on the monsoon trough over northwest Queensland during the next few days. A strongly gale force west to northwesterly monsoonal wind flow will extend through the Gulf of Carpentaria, Torres Strait waters as a result. Water levels on the high tides could exceed the highest tide of the year on the west coast of Cape York, the southeast Gulf or Torres Strait Islands during today and over the weekend, and locations under the warning: Reaper or Torres Strait Islands, Hurricane or Mackay, Pompawar and Kawumba. Now we look at the Pivotal Weather website. It's the GFS precipitation model, and the information's at the bottom of the screen, and caution needs to be applied when viewing non-official weather sources, as the information does change. But again, what does one say about this expanding but severe and historic weather event up there in tropical North Queensland? And upper level divergence. And whilst we have focus on the severe weather system, the tropical weather scene is developing, and we'll have another update later today. The 850 millibar vorticity, 2 areas of interest.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com, our YouTube page youtube.com/Force13, on Facebook under the same name, Force13, and our Twitter handle, it's @Force13 if you wish to get in touch. You can also add Force13 on Skype and my personal account on Discord, Fool13, at extension 9094.